Today we are talking about the things that I just cannot live without. Some are going to surprise you, and others are going to completely change your life. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random, mostly watch reviews with some random stuff sprinkled in between. Now, we are nearing the end of summer, moving into winter, and I thought I would give you guys some essentials that have truly changed my life. These are going to be accessories for all men, and at the very end, you're going to be actually surprised what can completely change the way everybody looks at you. So what's number one on my list? Now, the first one is actually going to be glasses. And specifically, they're going to be these, my Even Reality heads-up display smart glasses. Now, right now, I have the sunglass clip on. You take them off, these are prescription. I think I look kind of weird with the round glasses, but I'm losing weight, so my face should be slimmer coming up here in the future. Now, I truly love these glasses, and I love them not because they are Tony Stark cool, because they really are. I mean, it's cool to have a heads-up display that gives you a lot of information that nobody else can see. I chose these over the Ray-Ban Metas because those give you all the information in an auditory instead of a visual like these. Now, what are some of the features of these that are cool? Well, I can tell you that these not only have a heads-up display that gives me all of the pertinent information that I've customized on my dashboard, which is, of course, what I see up here in my upper vision, but they also offer things like a teleprompter, navigation. They offer a ChatGPT or Perplexity. So if I hold down the back pad right down here, it says listening, I ask it a question, and then suddenly you have information that pops up in your vision. It also has, for me as a cop, this is what helps me the most, especially on the street. It has a translate feature that is available. So I tap it twice, boom, boom, behind the ear, and then it starts listening to whatever someone says to me. Because I have a very large Spanish-speaking population here in Anchorage, Alaska, I have it set as a default from Spanish to English. So when they're speaking in Spanish, it'll pop up in English so I can read what they're saying. It has a lot of languages. The one thing that I love the most is the fact that these are open source, which means it's constantly and continuously being updated week after week after week. So it's only going to get better. So like a Tesla, all the hardware is there. And as the software gets better, the glasses get better. These are not cheap. These were $750, but a lot of people spend $500 on sunglasses or $400 on a pair of prescription glasses. So I figure I might as well do both. These things have been a game changer. And again, they're prescription. Now, next on the list is actually going to be a belt. And you guys have heard me talk about Anson belts in the past, and I'm telling you that these things are absolutely amazing. On the back end, you have a track system. On the belt itself has a rationing system. Any guys out there know how frustrating it is to go into a large meal with your family or your girlfriend or your wife or whomever, and you tend to feel a little bloated, your pants are a little tight, and then you go to adjust the belt. One, it looks weird when you open the belt and you adjust the rung on the belt, then it's too loose. One of the things that I'm telling you, I've had these for years before they chose to sponsor my channel, which I'm very grateful for, but you can hear that these things are like a Rolex Submariner micro adjustment clasp. Anybody in the watch world knows that thing is a game changer when it comes to life. So at any point in time, you can tighten it to the perfect tightness around your body. Then if you go to that meal and suddenly you feel like you're a little bloated, instead of having to open up your belt, you can just pull the tab and adjust it one at a time. This thing is truly amazing. I wore one of these in my wedding. I wore 3 in Italy, and that is exactly what this sponsorship is offering. They offer very, very high quality leathers. This is their basic leather, and I've worn this for like 6 months, and you can see that there's absolutely no warping in it. And they have a lot of options. So like with my watch strap, if you're into styling, you should match your leathers. They have ultra premium leathers down to basic leathers, and this is just the basic one, and you can see that this thing is extremely durable. I wear this nearly every single day, this brown, because it matches my loafer and it matches my watch. Now, if you guys are interested in the Anson belt, amazing system, especially the box set where you get 2 free options, look at this QR code right here on the screen. Also, I will leave a link down below. Guys, don't wait. This is one of those things that really does matter. Now, next on the list, of course, is going to be a watch, but there's 2 kinds of watches that we're talking about today. In fact, today we're talking about 2 separate watches I've never reviewed on this channel. Both are from Swiss watch manufacturers. One is a heritage watch that I'm wearing right here that we'll talk about. The other one is my Maurice Lacroix Summer Edition Icon. I am excited for a summer trip coming up here in the future. So first, let's talk about what I'm wearing right here. This is the old money watch of watches. And when I saw this, I just had to pick it up. This is a Girard-Perregaux 37 millimeter vintage watch. This thing is from the late 1950s, early 1960s. It does have a Hesselite or plastic crystal on the outside, but I can use some polywash to clean that up. This has a 19 jewel manual wind movement, and it has the classic vintage ticking that every vintage watch owner has come to love. Some people don't like loud ticking watches. I love it because I can feel the heartbeat of the watch. And again, Girard-Perregaux is a watch brand of watch brands. If you want quiet luxury, stealth luxury, old money look, this vintage watch is very affordable and just absolutely looks amazing on the wrist. And the fact that it's a 37 millimeter means it fits my 7¼ inch wrist perfectly. It is a sweet spot, similar to the 36 millimeter Rolex Datejust, which is also old money if you buy one from the 1980s. Now, the Maurice Lacroix. Let's talk about the Maurice Lacroix Summer Edition. One of the reasons I picked up the Summer Edition, and I'll show you here, is one, it is a wonderful alternative to something like the AP Royal Oak. You can see that it has that octagonal shape, like that Gerald Genta shape to it. It has a turquoise dial, which has been played out. I admit it has, but hear me out on this last little bit. I love not only the bracelet, but the fact that it comes with a matching rubber strap that matches the dial perfectly. Now, I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to imagine the best summer body you've ever had. Then I want you to put dark tanned skin on the best summer body you've ever had. Then I want you to put yourself in a white long sleeve linen shirt with the sleeves rolled up. Then put yourself on a beach in linen shorts and some amazing either high class flip-flops, right, sandals, or a pair of dress loafers. Then I want you to put this Summer Edition on the turquoise or Tiffany blue rubber strap, and I want you to tell me that that's not the perfect summer watch for anybody who is high class and stylish. So 2 different options. The Maurice Lacroix for the high-end summer watch, the perfect summer watch, and I would love to hear you guys argue with me down in the comments below, or the old money Girard-Perregaux 37 millimeter. Now, last on the list, and the thing that's going to change your life, I'm telling you, is your scent. Now, I have watched a lot of fashion stuff here on YouTube, from Alpha M to 40 Over Fashion, and I'm telling you that one of the things that really does matter is your scent. I can tell you that I've had a lot of people at my work, and I'm a cop, tell me, it's really weird. Men and women have both told me how good I smell. So let's discuss scents and how they can completely change your life. You can look very good in a suit. Everything could be tailored to you. And then you could smell like body odors, BO. You could have a musk smell to you. It's a complete turnoff. Or you could look like some guy who just walked in from the street. But if you're clean and you smell good, I'm telling you, it flips a switch in the brain. This is just a reality. Now, there is such a thing as using too much cologne, but let's go over some of the colognes that I wear on the everyday. The first one is actually going to be this Burberry Hero. Now, the one thing you want to choose every time is the Eau de Parfum. That is the best stuff you can get. The Eau de Toilette is more alcohol based. It actually doesn't really smell that good. And the Eau de Parfum is actually the more expensive one, and this lasts the longest. So the first one I wear almost every single day that I get so many compliments is the Burberry Hero. Not cheap, but in the world of colognes, it's actually not that expensive. The second one I wear that I actually ran out of is actually going to be Pete and Pedro's Villain. Now, I told you that I watch Alpha M. I'm subscribed to Aaron Marino, and I love his company, Pete and Pedro, and the colognes that he actually sells because they're affordable and they're heavily inspired by other colognes. So I have Legend here, I have Icon here. I wear these sometimes, but my favorite, and I'll leave a picture right here on the corner of the screen, is the Pete and Pedro Villain. This is heavily inspired by Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. That has been my base scent for years. It is deep and musky and tobacco-y, and it is quintessential man. And then Burberry Hero is very similar. But not only do I wear cologne during the day, but I also funnily wear, I also funnily wear cologne to bed. Now, hear me out. I actually wear Goodfellow, so it's from Target, and Co. #1 to bed. This is my nighttime scent. Now, I take 2 showers a day. I take a shower when I wake up. I take a shower before I go to bed. I'm a clean person. I like to be clean. I like to smell clean. And it's funny because when I put this stuff on, I tend to get tired. I fall asleep faster. It just, to me, is a bedtime scent. Say that I'm weird, and that's okay. Now, I also I have Versace Eros Flame. This is my wedding scent. I wear this on special occasions, and it's still a very good smell. The Versace Eros Flame Eau de Parfum is a great one that I wear, again, for special occasions. I have a lot of colognes also. I also have the Mont Blanc here, Legend, and this is also a great starter cologne. The thing that will change your life, bar none, is smelling good. So find a cologne that fits you, and I'm telling you, I've never had more men and women, straight men and straight women, compliment me more than wearing a good cologne that fits you. And a cologne that's not overpowering, but one that's masculine. And it's weird because I think it works because most people don't wear cologne. Most don't. They put on deodorant and they go to work. So it elevates you and it makes you stand out as the good smelling guy. Everybody wants to be the guy that smells good. Everybody. Scent leaves a scorch mark in your brain that you'll always remember. Anyway, if this video helps you, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It really does help the channel. I'm Chase. This is All Things Random, mostly watch reviews. I have a lot of stuff on the desk. I just told you about 2 watches that I will be reviewing, the Girard Perregaux and the Maurice Lacroix. I also have other watches on the desk. I have so much stuff. I have dive tanks to review, and I haven't even rented out a pool, but there's so much stuff coming up in the future. So do me a favor, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one.